happiness for us. It's something for us to hold on to. So it might feel awkward or weird or strange or uncomfortable, whatever it might feel like, but it's a gift. Because we love you. Okay? And where you're going to be is so much better than where we are. And we'll be right here with you. If you want to stop, or you want to take a break, we can do that. Lily can push pause, okay? Yep.
I'm Lily Alexander Vince, and I was born July 10th, 1950.
Awesome, Grandma. What were your parents' names?
Marie Dunleavy and Jen Alexander.
And how many siblings did you have?
10.
10 siblings. Okay.
Yes.
Where did you grow up?
New York.
What city?
Syracuse.
Syracuse. Were you born there?
Yes.
Born in New York, okay.
Yes.
How did you meet Grandpa Angelo?
Well, at a dance.
A school dance?
No.
What kind of dance?
It was a church dance. And I met him there.
And how old were you when you met Grandpa?
18.
No, that's not right.
No, she was 12.
You met Grandpa when you were 12?
She lied about her age.
Did you lie about your age, Grandma?
Yeah, she told me she was 18. I didn't know she was lying to me.
Okay, and then how old were you when you got married to Grandpa?
19.
19.
Uh-huh.
Where did you get married to Grandpa?
St. Pat's Church in Syracuse, New York.
That's right.
What's your wedding date?
December 13th.
What year? Do you remember?
1969.
1969.
All right.
We've been married 49 years.
Wow, 49 years. Grandma, how many kids do you have?
4.
What are their names?
Michael and Robert and Scott and Angela.
And who's your favorite?
Me. Angelo. At what age did you realize Scott was your favorite?
How many grandkids do you have?
Oh, I have 18 grandchildren.
And how many great-grandkids?
50.
I didn't know that.
It's actually the other way around. It's 15 grand and 18 great-grand.
Dang.
19 to be.
19 to be.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. 15 grandchildren, 19 great-grandchildren.
Yes.
All right, Grandma. How did you come to know Jesus?
Some friends of ours got saved in prison, and they told us about the Lord, and we accepted Him.
How did they get into prison?
Well, we sent them there.
You sent them to prison, all right.
I hope they'll never listen to this.
All right. What were they doing that you sent them there?
Well, they were involved in drugs, and we were also.
You were also involved in drugs. And
Yes.
Honey, didn't I tell you never confess this in front of the camera?
And how long were they in prison for?
Just a short time.
Short time. And they got saved in prison. And then
Yes.
what were you guys doing when they found you?
We were in court.
You were in court and you guys were running for them, weren't you? Running
Yes.
from them. What was that meeting like when they?
Lori came to me. She came by, and Dad said, "We're gonna stay in the room." And I said, "I gotta go talk to Lord." So I went and talked.
And what did Dad do when you said you wanted to do that?
He said no.
Grandpa said, "No, I don't want you to go meet Lori."
Yes.
And
So
then,
I went and I looked in the mirror. She was combing her hair. And I looked in the mirror.
and what did she say to you?
She said, "You gotta come and see Jimmy." I thought when she turned around I was dead.
Wow. And then, how did she ask you if you wanted to know the Lord?
When she asked us, and 3 days later, her minister came over and he shared the Lord with us.
And led us in a prayer.
Led us in a prayer. And then Angela was born
9 months later.
9 months later.
Wow. And what did you guys do after you accepted the Lord in your heart? Did you guys join a church or?
Yes, we joined Redeemer Temple.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Our landlord and landlady, their kids went there, and we were living in the same apartment building as them, and they encouraged us to go there.
Wow. That is really
And when
cool.
we first went there, we thought, these people are all jacked up, they're raising their hands, they're really noisy, they should be quiet in a church and not move around,
Oh my gosh.
because we were Catholics.
Wow. That's wild, Grandma. So you've known the Lord for how long?
46 years.
46 years. Wow, Grandma. What would you say is your greatest accomplishment?
Giving birth to Robert and Scott and Angela and Michael.
That's amazing, Grandma. What would you say is your biggest regret?
The biggest regret is
Having married Angela.
no.
What's your biggest regret, Mama?
The biggest regret, I don't think I have any.
Wow.
What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is leaving Dad alone.
And what makes you the most happy? What brings you the most joy?
Leaving Dad alone.
Going to heaven.
Uh,
Amen.
Graham, what would you like to say to your whole family to encourage them when they are without your presence?
To serve the Lord.
What else, Mama?
To be with the Lord.
All right, Graham, if you could witness to someone one last time, what would you want them to know about Jesus?
That He saves.
What about someone who is going through the same thing as you're going through?
Be upbeat. Don't think about it.
You're having a famous interview, you movie star. Do you want to give them one more time, just a little muff on ghoul? No pressure, no stress. And you know there's no right and wrong answer, right? You know that? Okay, let me get the lipstick off your teeth. This is your glamour moment.
Thank you.
Okay, Grandma, from all the vacations that you've taken, which one has been your favorite?
And we went to Cozumel.
Cozumel in general, or do you have a favorite one?
Cozumel when we went to Renchi.
What did you used to do in Cozumel?
I used to dive, scuba diving.
And were you better at it than your husband?
Yeah.
She was. Was she?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part about diving, Graham?
When we took the video of us diving.
Did you almost have an accident diving? Did you almost die?
Yes.
How did that go?
I went down 100 feet. We were going to cave dive, and I lost air, and I came up. He was at the bottom.
And you got hypoxia, right? You came up too fast.
No, I came up right.
Oh,
You just didn't have much or any air.
oh, really? The tank was almost empty.
That's when the first time she started having the attacks,
Right. Yeah.
anxiety attack.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
That's scary. All right, Graham. What are some words of wisdom or advice that you would like to pass along to all your grandkids?
To serve the Lord when they grow up.
I love it. This might be the same, but what is one rule to live by that you would like us to know?
Rule is laugh.
That's beautiful.
By the way, Grandma only laughs at the naughty stuff.
Inappropriate.
Yeah.
That's why I get her to laugh all the time.
Yeah.
Show him the gesture, Mother.
Oh, I can't believe you're doing that.
I can't see it, unfortunately. I only got a portrait. I don't know if you can think off the top of your head, Grandma, but do you have a favorite quote? Or a favorite verse?
No.
Nope, okay. Do you have a favorite movie?
Movie. And then the man before time.
Oh, really? Wow.
The dinosaur movie? Oh,
Did I ever see it?
it's a cartoon, dinosaur
That's a
cartoon.
really old one.
That's a pretty old one.
Who knew, Grandma? I never knew.
Still surprising us, lady.
Okay, Graham, where are your recipes so that we can all have them?
Don't tell them.
They're in the white.
They're in the what?
They're right underneath this. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll remember that.
We'll remember where they are.
Okay.
Best intimate advice.
Guys, I'm right
Not
here.
sex tips.
So what? You're
All right, Graham. Apparently the family wants to know what are your best sex tips.
4 to 6 times a day.
Make your husband submit.
That's a good one.
Have a whip.
I know, right?
As long as one of us is blindfolded.
Lingerie.
Come on, Mom. You've been married to Dad all these years. We know you got some freak in you.
Silence is golden. Meaning, put the gag ball in his mouth. Silence is golden. Oh my god.
Anything?
No.
Pass.
All right, Graham. I'm going to ask you what your favorite memory is about each of your kids.
Michael, when I met him, and he came to Denver.
How did you feel?
Oh, I felt, wow,
You've been waiting to see him how many years?
36.
Wow, you were waiting to meet Uncle Michael for 36 years.
And where was it that you met him for the first time? Do you know?
At the airport.
At DIA, right?
Yeah.
And the news stations came?
Yes, the news stations were there and they filmed it all.
What would you like to say to Michael right now?
I can't wait to see you.
2 more weeks.
How do you feel about him?
Oh, I love him.
Would you put him over your knee still if you could?
Yes.
In a heartbeat.
If you could.
He's a big boy, Mom.
He's a little big for that.
Would you like to if you didn't even have an excuse for it?
Yeah.
How weird.
And what is your favorite memory about Uncle Rob?
Robert, when he lifted me up when I cut my foot in the toy room.
Wow.
How old was he?
I don't know.
Just a teenager, probably.
He was a teenager.
What does he mean to you, Mom?
Oh, he means everything to me.
Yes.
You have something special you'd like to say to him?
Robert, I want you to grow up and serve the Lord.
Yes. How about when he was an escape artist, Mom? Oh.
That was you.
No, he would throw all the dirt into the swimming pool. Remember, he'd crawl out of his crib.
Oh, geez, in California.
California, he'd crawl out of his crib and throw all the dirt in the stream.
Well, what were we doing at the time?
Sleeping.
You were sleeping and he would be up doing this.
He climbed out of his crib. I don't know how he got the door open. Got the door open, went outside, and threw his blanket in the pool, and then went to the dirt and started getting handfuls of dirt and going back and throwing it in the pool.
At the neighborhood pool.
I thought we were going to get evicted.
Good job, Rob. Brother.
All right, Grandma, what's your favorite memory about Scott?
Scott, when he rubbed my feet.
How about when Scott left? He left us all and abandoned us and went to the Air Force. How did you feel that day?
Oh, I think I cried.
We cried, didn't
How
we?
about my blanket?
Yes,
You
his
stay.
blanket.
You try to steal it and wash it all the time. I was so mad. Don't ever do that again.
What would you like to say to your son, Scott?
Mary Rachel.
Cut!
What else? What else is that? Edit that part, please.
Mom could be like,
Okay, alright, got that out. Thanks, Mom.
Tell him, don't mention it.
Don't mention it.
I'll pay you later for that.
Say, step up.
all right, Graham, and what's your favorite memory of Auntie Angela?
Auntie Angela. Oh, there are so many memories that I have of her.
Yes.
I don't remember one specific.
All the grandkids that she gave you.
Keeps giving you?
6 of them. Her favorite
Her
one?
naughty teenager days?
Oh gosh.
No.
How she's,
like, I've
how she's helped. How she's helped so much.
Yeah. How did you feel the day I told you that you were pregnant with her?
I was angry.
I don't blame you, Mom.
And then how did you feel the day you delivered her?
I was happy.
You're my best friend, Mom.
You're my best friend, Angel.
It's been a long time since you called me that name.
She's my best friend too.
Okay.
One thing you want to say?
What's your advice to me, Mom?
Grow up.
I don't want
Honey, don't sugarcoat it. What is it?
No one.
He's always been so honest, Mom. I love you.
Raise your children in the Lord.
Thank you, Mom.
Favorite memory of Grandpa?
Yeah. Do you have any favorite memories of you and Grandpa?
Oh, we danced on the
Ship.
ship in the rain.
In the rain.
Oh.
We slow danced.
When was that, Graham?
I don't know.
Is that when you had that sequence black dress? Was that that trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that picture.
Yep. Oh, yeah. That picture's it's been around forever. It's a good one.
Is there any place that you didn't get to travel to that you wish you could have? Because you traveled a lot over the years.
Any place that I want.
That you didn't get to go to that you wanted to?
Didn't get to was the river cruise.
River cruise.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. You had a lot of good memories traveling, didn't you?
Yes.
Where was your favorite place that you've ever been?
Machu Picchu.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that was pretty sharp. What about Scotland?
Scotland is my favorite place in the whole world.
Wow.
You know, Scotland.
Was it just the men in the kilts?
None of them wore underwear.
She found that out.
She was praying for the wind to blow, weren't you?
Come on, priest. Come on, priest.
The truth comes out.
What do you want to say to your husband?
I love you.
Grow up.
How did he get out of grow up? In all seriousness, Mama, what do you want to say to your husband?
I love him. And he's gone over and above what I expected him to do.
Do you know why that is?
Because he loves me.
He does.
With all my heart.
We all love you.
You're a very special woman.
You're a very special group.
Am I in that group?
Yes.
We.
Think about that.
Well, you had to think about it.
It's not hard.
Graham, is there anything that you've ever wanted to do that you haven't been able to do?
Travel.
Travel more?
Yes.
Bungee jump. Skydive.
What's your advice when it comes to money?
Save all you can.
Smart. Wisdom.
What's your advice when it comes to marriage?
Run.
Don't do it.
You know, this poor woman could never speak. Shut up!
Marriage. Laugh.
You know, you knew I was going to marry Michael before I did. You used to tell me over and over again, when's the date? When are you going to get married? When's the date? And then with this last child, before I even knew I was pregnant, you did. Because you're a true mother. You love. You know your kids and you're a praying mother. And I've always known that all the crap that us kids have done, that God has kept his hand upon us because of the prayer that you and Dad have covered us with. And I want to thank you for that, Mom.
You're welcome.
Grandma, what was your most embarrassing moment?
Most embarrassing moment. I can't think.
You got a few of them.
We can think for you.
Remember when we were at church and your slip fell down to the ground?
That's happened to me before, but it was my whole skirt. I was a little kid.
I remember when we were laughing hard and we were at the restaurant and Mom would need somebody to walk behind her after.
Wet cleanup.
Wet cleanup, all five.
Oh, the story of how I heard you fell into that man's lap and he goes, "It's all good, baby."
It was in Heaven's Gate.
The Chinese restaurant, right?
Yes.
That was the name of the place?
Heaven's Dragon.
Heaven's Dragon.
Heaven's Dragon.
Will you ever forget that memory?
No.
I won't let you.
It was good, baby.
That's all good.
I say that all the time, but nobody gets it.
Downstairs when she was living with us, and I caught her hitting the cat with her cane.
You never told me that.
What's the one thing you'll never forget?
Well, when I went to make her coffee one morning and I was putting it together, she said, I told her, "You want sugar?" So then I think I did put sugar, and then I gave her coffee, and she says, "I said no sugar."
I said that does not sound like my mom. I don't think. He said she did. She really did yell at me.
Anything else?
The good time we had in Florida when we went.
Oh, jeez. That was... That will stick in my mind forever.
Yeah.
How did it feel out there being the star? Everybody was giving you so much attention in that chair.
I liked it.
You liked it, didn't you? Yeah.
So, one of my most craziest memories about Mom is Mother's Day a few years ago. So, I brought some steaks. I cooked steak for Mom, and the first time she choked on a piece of steak, and I had to do the Heimlich maneuver on her. Scared the bejeebies out of me.
Everybody.
A couple hard pulls. The funny thing is, she sat down after. She said, "Would everybody please calm down and just eat? What's the big deal?"
Our heart is still stuck in our throat.
I walked to the bathroom, I bawled my eyes out, composed myself, and then came back and said, "Okay, that's not a big deal, I guess." Right, where's my blanket? Where's my blanket?
In the fetal position.
Kara's just like, just give me more. I'm
What's the
hungry.
big deal already? Just calm down. Julius just died.
Honey, if you were given the opportunity to do life all over again, what would you do that you didn't do that you had wished you did?
I would live long. Don't cry. Please.
I'm not.
I have one question. Are Grandma's feet bigger than Grandpa's? Because they look very much like it.
No.
Are you sure? Because when I do this, it is a little closer to my foot than it should be. And yours looks bigger.
No.
Okay.
What do you have bigger than me?
She's taller than you.
I didn't ask you.
Okay, I'm done.
What can you think of that you have that's bigger than me?
A heart.
Sorry, I asked. I thought you were going to say boobs, but that's fine.
I was thinking that too. But Grandpa's got the ponces, so it evens out. He's got one big boob right in the middle.
He's gonna put you over his knee.
Whose idea was this anyway? Who's your favorite grandchild?
Oh no.
No.
Plead the fifth, Ma. Don't listen to your husband.
This one?
I know you made all those artichokes for me, Grandma.
You're not the one that used to sleep in their bed in between them every single night. So, sorry, it was me.
Anything else you can think of, Mom? Anybody else you want to say anything to? Anybody in Dad's family or any of your sisters? Anybody?
Any longtime friends?
My sister Suki. I want to say, quit being a jerk.
That's heartwarming.
Kathy, I love my sister. I love Kathy
And her kids.
and Brian, and Lori, and Pamela. I love you.
That's interesting. What about on your husband's side?
And Debbie, Mickey, and Peter. I love you.
Love you, Graham.
I love you.
Love
I
you,
Love you,
Grandma.
Mama.
love you.
Love you so much. Yes.
I love you so much. I love
You know we'll miss you terrible. Because you mean the world to us.
You're a light to this family, Grandma.
Yes.
Your life has been remarkable for the many lives you touched and helped make a difference, a positive difference. Do you know that?
no.
All right, let's make it 1,000,001. I've told you that you've done all this and helped people.
Be bashful, woman.
Oh.
Okay.